But hey, oh man. Whoo! I was a minute late, y'all, but it's all good. It's not all good. I told y'all I'm gonna work on that, and I am. But for those of y'all that's gonna be watching this back, we are at the new content house. Oh man, that's why it's kind of looking a little blank right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get the setup all together and all that. But you know what I'm saying? I see I got the SOLARMAN jacket on today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I said I look like Eddie Murphy. I do for real right now. Beverly Hills Cop for real right now. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop for real right now. But I'm kind of also off time on this. You know, I like working in 369s. I get that from Unc, 607 Unc. But man, I've been traveling. I've been trying to get the house. Well, I ain't been trying to get the house together. I ain't gonna lie. I've been trying to figure out how I want to get the house together. You know what I'm saying? And making sure I get it together when I do something. You know. That's why this live is kind of like rushed. You know, some of y'all might be like, man, why don't you just go live tomorrow? Because you got to build up consistency. You know what I'm saying? And regardless if anybody's watching you, you got to be watching. I mean, you got to be working and running like ain't nobody watching. Like you starting from zero. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I've been focusing on, starting from zero and doing what I'm supposed to do, regardless of who's attending. So that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all that's gonna be watching this back, that's what that was about. So I'm already about 2 minutes. I gave it another minute, try to get a couple of y'all in here, but other than that, I'm gonna just go and do what I gotta do. Today, we talking about something that's kind of interesting. When it came across my desk, I know I need my mic too. So y'all let me know how the audio come through when y'all watch this back. But today, we talking about something interesting too. Man, we going full solo mode today, bro. I mean, I don't need none of y'all in here to go full solo mode. I'm gonna just go full solo mode, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. But what came across my desk was that Trump is interested in freeing all these prisoners, these political, everything's political, but these prisoners from Russia, he's interested in freeing them. And, you know, normally that would be like a good thing and stuff, right? But what he's trying to do, he's trying to free all these people. He's already freed a couple people. Like he just freed this ballerina lady who was over there. I don't know what she did to get over there, but she was over there for whatever reason, and he freed her. But the point and the topic that I'm about to discuss today is, what about us? You know, what about USA? I thought it was supposed to be America first. I thought it was supposed to be, you know, Americans go first. I thought it was supposed to be, you know, put us first. But if you don't know, the heck. So the reason that we might do, speak through me, Lord, the reason that we might do something like that is because of Trump's trying to rally his base again. You feel me? Like that's why he's condemning the attacks against Christians in Nigeria. Trump don't give a damn about Christians anywhere, particularly black Christians in Nigeria. He could care less. The only reason he would do something like that is because he's losing a grip or a hold of his base, which is a very Judeo-Christian base and stuff like that there. The reason he's losing hold of them is because he ain't released them Epstein files. He ain't did a lot of the shit that he said he was gonna do, and he's doing a lot of the things that he said he was gonna do as far as cracking down on illegals, putting people back to work, basically making it hard for low income homes. Which his base, they're not very educated at all. They thought his lowest base was gonna be black people and Hispanic people, just all the minorities and stuff like that. He thought we was gonna be the ones getting screwed over all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so since he thought that, or since they thought that, they was like, cool, yeah, we voting for him because he's going to fuck over everybody besides us. You know what I'm saying? Besides us. He gonna fuck over everybody besides us. So they was like, okay, cool, But then when they started realizing that the price for things and everything for him to make America first was going to go up all across the board, they was like, oh shit, this shit is affecting us. It's affecting farmers. It's affecting white farmers. Yeah, his base. You know what I'm saying? That's his base. That's his main base. White farmers. Middle America motherfuckers. People who don't read policy. You know what I'm saying? People who didn't read Project 2025. Project 2025 wasn't just going to affect black people. It was, and let's just get this straight. Because America is such an anti-black country, I'm not gonna say it's the biggest anti-black country. It's the most popular anti-black country in the known modern world. Because it is, all Trump really had to do was play on that, and you know what I'm saying, and his base was gonna go along with it. This is my first live in a couple. I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of like my first live back in like a week or so, y'all. I gotta get the content house together, but I had to get on here and get the ball rolling because again, you gotta get these muscles going. And what I saw today was just so interesting to me that I had to get on here and say something. I did. I had to get on here and say something. So I might not even make this one long. Oh, I appreciate. Oh yeah. Make sure. I didn't even do my YouTube spill, y'all. That's how much SOLARMAN is just like, I'm getting back to it. And again, this is like a muscle, bro. Whenever you go live, you need to go live every day, regardless of who's watching, regardless of how many people participate, regardless, you got to go live every day. You got to build a consistency. But anyways, I digress. I'm where I'm supposed to be. And over the next few days, even tomorrow, I'm going to show y'all kind of like what we working with. Oh, because we got a big old house, big old purdy house. And we looking good and we feeling good. You know what I mean? So to surmise my point, or to go back to my original point, again, Trump wants way more Americans freed in Russia than he does over here in America, out of prisons. He wants those who are imprisoned abroad in his because he doesn't give a damn about like American prisoners who are on Saudi or American prisoners who are in these different regions in Africa or the Philippines or stuff like that. He don't care nothing about that. What he cares about is, he cares about rallying his base. For the most part, people are, whatever Trump says, they go along with. But for the most part, it's pretty much understood that Russia isn't our ally, right? It's like pretty much understood that Russia is not our ally. I know I need my mic too, y'all. But it's pretty much understood that Russia isn't our ally. So if for him to go free or make it his business to get as many Americans freed out of Russia as possible, that's all political, bro. It's all political, bro. Trump doesn't care about anybody or anything. He doesn't care about white, black, Asian, Hispanic. He doesn't care about anything. This man is like a true agent of chaos, bro. He doesn't care about anything, bro. So, I'm not surprised that he would do something like that. Again, because it's not Trump who's pulling these strings. He's not so charismatic or so intelligent that he would know to do something like this. What's up with it, T-Bear? He's not so intelligent or so charismatic that he would know to do something like this. The only reason that he's doing this again is just for political gain. You know what I'm saying? It's just for political gain. There is literally millions, if not hundreds of thousands, Don't quote me on the numbers. There's many Americans who are incarcerated right now for nonviolent offenses who we could release today. Today. You know what I'm saying? Today. You could do it today. But because most of those that are incarcerated are melanated people, he doesn't care. Again, we all know that the industrial prison complex was really set up after chattel slavery was all the way abolished, in order to fulfill the what's the word, the stuff, reconnecting everything. Crazy stuff going on. Anyways, if I'm losing my train of thought, speak to me, Lord. We all know that the industrial, y'all hear those echoes? Y'all hear those echoes in my house? Yeah. We at the new content house. I'm gonna show y'all what's going on, man. What's the word, gang? What's the word? We in the new content house. Y'all hear them echoes? We lit. But again, this is my first live. I ain't gonna make it too long. I just had to drop by and stay consistent and drop some thoughts. You did? So anyways, like I'm saying, we all know that the industrial prison complex was set up after chattel slavery was abolished in order to appease the white slave owners, because they lost like a motherfucker. But in order to stop, continuing domestic terroristic threats and another civil war for happening, Lincoln and all them, they was kind of like, we can't give you the slave no more, but kind of like, what we can do is kind of like set it up to where these Negroes, you know what they call this, but these Negroes, basically that their lives, being free kind of is illegal. Again, they had rules to where any white person could walk up to you and ask you what your job was. And if you didn't meet their qualifications or their criteria, they could report you and you could get enslaved that way. Go be in handcuffs and, enslaved. They also had different things. If you had, it's just, y'all do the research. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do the research. But after chattel slavery, it was known that this prison complex was set up in order to, we freed them, but not really though, because these are the ones that we're gonna over police, that we're going to overwatch, and that we're gonna overjudge, and that we're gonna use as the blaming game for all of US's problems. If you look around today, that's kind of like what's going on. We're being blamed for all US's problems. You know what I'm saying? Good seeing you, gang. Keep it the good work. And I support you, brother. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of y'all being here. And I know our numbers are a little low right now, but it's all good. Again, for those of y'all that's watching me that want to do something that I'm doing, not only can you be better, but also just take it from me that the main thing you need to do is just stay consistent. Regardless, I've been consistent way before I met 607 Unc. That's how I got to 607 Unc platform. I was consistent. I was consistent in my approach. I was consistent in learning. I was consistent in just showing up. You just got to show up. You got to show up for you. I'm showing up for me, because if I show up for me, then that means that somebody who's learning can get something from me. You know what I mean? So it's little things like that. It's little baby steps like that. And we already went full solar mode today. You know what I'm saying? So we all the way back in it. You know what I'm saying? We all the way back in it. You know what I'm saying? We all the way back in it. But yeah, how y'all feel about Trump freeing Russian prisoners, but not giving a damn about regular non-violent offenders who are in the USA? He'll free NBA YoungBoys, Kodak Blacks, all these damn rappers that we don't give a shit about. Not saying that I wish jail on them. Not to say I don't care about them. I just put it like that. But I'm just saying all of them is these people right here, and they have money to pay the $15 million fee for that pardon and stuff like that. So we're not asking for pardons. We kind of want the same energy that you're giving these prisoners over in Russia. We want it abroad, right? America first, right? America first, right? That's what he said. America first. I know y'all hear them echoes. I know y'all hear them echoes in my shit. I know y'all do. I'm lit. I'm lit, bro. I'm gonna do a little content house tour in a minute, man. But America first, right? America first, right? America first, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. America first, right? That's what he said. Anyway, let me see what y'all talking about. Gang, you gotta feel this to solar prison in Russia is nothing like the USA, especially if you are an American. I'm not saying it is, bro. But I don't know if you've ever been to prison in America. This shit ain't sweet whatsoever. And to be honest with you, I don't care about anybody else's problems but my own people's. And my own people is not just the tribe of Judah and people that look like me, but also the people that are affected under this authoritarian regime that portrays itself to be a democratic republic for the people, by the people. That is my problem. That's my issue. That's my issue. You know what I'm saying? That's my issue. Now, if you are seeking, you're an American and you need your country's help, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get help. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that we got a lot of shit going on over here. Do you know, I'm going to just give you a statistic real quick, bro. The U.S. says that 1 in 3, now this is going to be specific to my ethnic group, but it's true. The U.S. says that one out of 3 black babies is going to face some form of probation, incarceration, or some type of dealings with the police. They don't guess it. They guarantee it. They guarantee it. And why? Are we the most dangerous? Are we the most violent? Are we the most absurd group of people? No! This country is just built off of slave labor. And they want to act like it's not. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. That's the issue. And I'm tribe of Judah myself. Right on. Right on. So that's the issue, bro. That's the issue, bro. So, again, when this came across my desk, I was like, yo, because I just saw it today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just saw it today. I was like, yo, this dude, all he's trying to do is rally his political base. Again, because he's losing favor. Again, just to mind y'all, you know how some, conscious people, I even said this stupid shit myself, like, voting don't matter. I said it recently as far as on a national scale, but I'm kind of like retracting my statement just a little bit. I'm not perfect, y'all. But kind of like where you be like, voting don't matter. And, there's never been a real president. So what the fuck I'm going to vote for a president for? It's ignorant, really. But, I can understand the sentiment behind that because, there is a cabal when it comes with the American presidents and things of that nature. So I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is that is that your vote does matter. Your voice does matter. You know what I'm saying? Your vote does matter. Your voice matters. Is because if we think it's not going to matter, what's going to keep on happening is that people who are in bed with foreign entities, Russia, Israel, they're going to keep having power and dominion over us because we think that's the best thing for us. Like, for example, we just had a kind of like they call it a blue wave with this last election, the one on November 4th, where a lot of Democratic officials got elected in different states and stuff. And it's like people celebrating and shit like that. But it's like I'm kind of more on the sentiment like, bro, it's kind of like just more of the same. I don't believe and I know that Democrats do not also have my best interest. Now, I need to research more into what socialism is. For that New York man, I can't sit here and articulate what socialism is to give y'all an accurate depiction. But I like people who aren't afraid to admit exactly who they are. So I appreciate that. We just gonna have to kind of like sit back on that. But yeah, man. Trump is interested in freeing a bunch of people out of Russia, and I'm just saying I don't care nothing about no people stuck abroad. Not to say they shouldn't get free, but let's free my people first. My people again who are locked up for a lot of non-violent offenses that Democrats arrested them for. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. You know what I mean? Weed is kind of like getting legal in basically all 50 states at this time. It's still illegal on the federal level, so people argue, well, it's illegal. It's a non-violent drug, bro. It's still a bunch of people locked up for trafficking marijuana. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of stuff going on like that. Crack cocaine is still people locked up from trafficking crack cocaine. Not saying that they shouldn't get locked up. All I'm saying is that people that was trafficking coke got severely less time for people that was trafficking crack cocaine. And all it is just add some baking soda to it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying this country is hypocritical is what I'm saying. This is the point of my life, is that this country is hypocritical. And I kind of like, I'm just calling out the nonsense. You know what I mean? I'm just calling out the nonsense because that's nonsense, bro. That's nonsense, bro. That's nonsense, bro. Another thing that I briefly saw, I might have to make a whole separate live on it, but I just saw it. They doing a massive protest in the UK because there's something that the UK is trying to implement or has implemented or is planning on implementing, which is called digital ID, or the digital footprint of all citizens and their dietary habits, their political status, everything, the mark of the beast, it's all tracked on this digital ID, and people are protesting that right now, and that's not getting really the real coverage that it needs. Stuff like Trump trying to free a ballerina, or Trump just freed this ballerina from Russia and swapped out one political prisoner for another political prisoner. That's what's making headlines, but not this digital ID stuff that's going on in the UK. I think that's far more important as far as news concerned than this ballerina or that political prisoner. I don't care about the ballerina, and I don't care about the political prisoner. Again, not saying that they can't get free. It's not what I'm here saying. All I'm saying is America first, bro. And world issues first. America first, meaning domestic issues first. Domestic stuff. We got a lot of domestic stuff going on first. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying let's do that. Let's handle that first. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that I'll be making my lives too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for 6 more minutes. And we're just going to do it like that there. But yeah, that's what they're doing in the UK. They're trying to track you digitally. Now they're admitting it. It's always been, it's always been leaked in the WikiLeaks and things of that nature that this was gonna happen. Eric Snowden warned it. Do I think he was a government plant? Kind of, sort of, yeah, because he's still alive. I think, these people love kind of like the balance of chaos. They love putting it right in your face, making it, you're aware of stuff, but then they also like doing stuff to where you feel so powerless, like you can't do nothing. You know what I mean? We spend the most money on the military in the known planet, but we still get Chinese and Russian hackers that infiltrate our water systems, our political ballot systems. And it's like, I don't understand it. We're spending all this money. Where's all the money going? Where's all the money going? Where's all the money going? I'll tell you where it's going. It's going underground. It's going underground into these bunkers. It's going underground into these sex trafficking rings. I live in a wicked country, bro. But it's still the best place to be on the planet currently. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I don't know if y'all knew that though. I like kind of bouncing around a little bit. This is my first live back, y'all, in a new crib. This is my first live back, y'all, in a new crib. You know what I'm saying? This is the first live back in a new crib, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta bear with me. You know what I'm saying? But the digital ID stuff is the most concerning, in my opinion, because it's something that affects all of us. If they'll do it over there, they'll do it over here, especially in the UK. The UK is the sister, the brother of America. The older brother of America, the older sister of America. They already do things like this. They have a social credit system in China and things like this, which I think is absurd, man. What we need to have, who should have digital IDs, who should have digital footprints, who should have a social credit system is our politicians, are the people that make policies on our behalf, are the people that control where our money goes, is the people that work in these private institutions, and the people that control, that monopolize and have so much stock in the stock exchange. These are people that we need to keep footprints on, not the American citizens. Not me. I'm a sovereign citizen, right? No, I'm not, unless I don't know where I am, because I don't know where I am. They want to do this in the UK. They're doing a massive protest right now to this day. This is stuff you need to care about. This is stuff you need to flood your local politicians and stuff about. This is stuff that people who voted for Trump need to care about, because Trump doesn't care about you, bro. When he said America first, that means he's going to do everything to bring the fuck shit back here. Yeah, he's gonna create some more jobs by eliminating others. That's just how it happens. That's how that happens. But this man is not your ally, bro. This man is not your ally, bro. This man is not your ally, bro. And we are right at about 25. The spirit said go to 30, so we're gonna go for about 5 more minutes. Y'all talk to me though. Did y'all know about that digital ID system? I think that is the most important thing that's going on in the world right now, as far as things that affect everybody. Now, don't get me wrong, we got Christians and women and children being taken advantage of in the continent of Africa, in places like Nigeria, Congo, political unrest, and citizens being seized and captured in Tanzania, in America. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the world is kind of like lit up right now. If I had a lighter, I would have set this thing on fire. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's kind of going on. But he wants to free a ballerina and a political prisoner in Russia. I don't care nothing about those people, bro. I don't. I don't know about y'all, but if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not mistaken, doesn't my tax dollar pay his salary? Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't my tax money pay his salary? Which is about $400,000. Okay, cool. Furthermore, did I give him permission to tear up my White House and create a ballroom? Did I give him permission for that? No? Did I vote for it? Did I have the option to vote for it? Should I be included in the decision when a public servant, even though he is the commander-in-chief, when a public servant is in my White House, should I be given what's the word I'm looking for? Say so. Should I be given say so? I don't know about you, but I think I should be given say so. Yeah, I think I should be given say so. Definitely, bro. I didn't allow, and I don't care about these current his policies, bro. But you know, this all falls back on us. As far as if you didn't read his regime's plan, they called it Project 2025. They're doing everything that they said they were going to do. These people aren't liars. That's the good thing about them. They'll lie as far as acting like they're not racially biased. They are. You know what I'm saying? But as far as them telling you what they're going to do, they doing everything they said they were going to do now. I can't fault them on that now. They're doing everything they said they was going to do. You know? But that's what I have for y'all today, guys. To surmise what we just talked about a little bit. We talked about how America is built off of slave labor, currently prison labor. You know, those people are slaves. It's some people who still haven't had court dates, and they've been in prison. They've been incarcerated for years, bro. We are the biggest profiteers in the known world off of prison labor. We have it on the New York Stock Exchange. Private prisons are kind of like the worst thing to ever happen to the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. I don't care about the political prisoner he just got free. I don't care about the ballerina that just came home. I'm glad she came home, but I'm just saying we have way more stuff going on domestically and a lot of more non-violent offenders that can be productive members of society if given freedom. You know what I mean? Instead of just used as slaves. You know what I mean? That's just how I'm looking at it. So we talked about that. We also talked about, very briefly, the digital ID system that is being enacted in the UK. And that's not something that's a theory. That's something that's actively going on right now. Instead of that getting frontline headline news, stuff like this is getting, you know, frontline headline news. Again, a ballerina coming home, stuff that don't matter to nobody. You know what I mean? But hey, y'all, this is my first official live in the new SOLARMAN content house. I'm very pleased to have all of y'all here. I want to show y'all a little bit more, but I got to set it up a little bit more for y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all know I like looking good, feeling good. So, we got some special stuff on the way. I got some special guests on the way. Y'all been requesting that I be with this, that I do something with dude for a long time now. So I'm kind of going to give y'all what y'all asking for, especially now that I got, more space, you know what I'm saying? And I got the bear fur, you know what I'm saying? Don't mind my Eddie Murphy jacket, but I got the bear jacket, you feel me? Especially since we
especially since we making moves. You feel me? Especially since we making moves, I gotta give y'all what y'all want. So anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, share this video. I'm working on making my lives a little shorter so we get more traction. But anyways, we back consistent. We are the biggest, we are the best. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.